the BattleNet. I don't usually trust BattleNet's patch notes, but
Well, you can compare the BattleNet patch notes to third-party patch notes, and we'll see what's going on with that.
yeah, I'll see if the text is about the same.
Alrighty, I'm live.
All right, let me close yours because I can't stream mine when I'm watching yours. All right, and I'll open mine. Just so you know, Tracy, we're going over to patch 1.1.1 as well.
I already told her. Yeah, anyway, we're doing the patch 1.1.1 patch notes right now.
Yep, and we are both live.
Are we live? Are you sure we're live? Because I think we're live.
You're going over them?
Yeah, we're going to go over them.
All right. I'll try to listen. I'm doing a stronghold sometime.
Ask questions.
So, looks like the beginning is starting with Barbarian anyways.
Yeah, ask questions. Let's see what's up in here. All right. Boring stuff. Let's keep going. Hello, Wander. Welcome to patch 1.1.1. We've made quite a few balance adjustments to classes. Our goal with this patch are as follows. We want to improve the effectiveness of Sorcerer and Barbarian while addressing the following for each class. Oh, I don't care about this. We already know this part. All right, here we go. These are the classes.
Speed of the Barb.
All right, Barbarian. Bash. Fury gain increased from 11 to 13.
Mm-hmm.
How's that work, like, with you as a Barbarian? Because I don't play the Barbarian very much.
Yeah, because I use Bash a lot, so Fury gain is definitely worthwhile because for my previous build in preseason, that would be a massive increase because I spin Fury like hell, and Fury is our main spender Fury is our main resource burner, and most of our skills burn a lot of Fury, like Whirlwind and Double Swing, and we always are Fury starved.
It just across the board increased your Fury gain. Which ability didn't?
Yeah, we have no other way to really gain a lot of resource generation other than through that one war cry and try to get gear. So
what skill here, the basic skills, didn't get a Fury increase?
So we got Bash and we got Flay.
Bash, Flay, Enhance, and Lunging Strike.
Fury gain. So the only one that Lunge got a Fury gain, so all four of them.
Oh, there's only 4?
Yeah, that looks like there's 4.
Oh, okay. No, on the talent tree, are there only 4 for the Barbarians generators?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Everybody else seems to get 5. Let's see here. Double swing increases from.
Double check. I might be tired, but I have to double check. But yeah.
Yeah. Let me pull the talent tree up over here on my phone.
I'm that up on my phone too. I have it up.
Oh, you have it up already? Yeah. What talent? What talent doesn't get a buff? Because that's what's important right here.
We do have 4. It's only 4.
It is only 4. Okay.
Yeah, that's why. I know there wasn't a 5th one.
Right. Okay. Hey, look, I got a follower, or not a follower, a viewer. I'm gonna keep calling them followers, even if they're not. They probably are a follower. Twitch does say they come back.
Either way.
Let's see.
All right.
Double swing got a 10% damage increase.
Either way, if we didn't read off the other ones, Flay got 10 to 13. Enhanced Frenzy got 2 to 3. So not the base Frenzy, the Enhanced Frenzy.
Yeah, the Enhanced Frenzy. And then Lunging Strike.
Lunging Strike got its base from 10 to 12. And now Double Swing has got 40% increase to 50% increase. So that's an overall 20% damage increase just of this base.
No, I think it's only 10%. 40 to 50 is only 10.
It's 10%, but just counting like I do my own calculation. From his 40% damage right now to 50%, that's like a 20% increase overall.
I don't know about that. Anyway, Enhanced Rupture received 45 to 70. And Enhanced Charge got a 30 or 50% buff. Well, no, it's 100% actually.
Yeah, 30 to 50, 30 to 60 is 100%.
Yeah. So Charge should be hitting much harder. And then Mighty Charge received a buff.
Yeah,
Vulnerable duration
is doubled. which is my charge I'm using right now for my current season build.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting feedback from you, Devil. I think it's Devil.
Let me double check. Talk again.
Talk again. Yeah, it's gone now. Nope, there it is.
Okay, so let me double out.
Alrighty. Getting that feedback. Oh, he jumped all the way out of channel.
There we go. That should fix it.
Okay, cool. Violent upheaval. If upheaval damages at least 2 enemies or bosses, you gain berserking for 2 seconds. Increases to 3 seconds if it's damage at least 4 enemies. That's kind of cool. Passives. Aggressive resistance. Damage reduction increased from 3 to 4%. Gushing wounds. Bleed damage based on critical damage bonus increased from 100 to 115%. Ooh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then bleed damage when overpowering increased from 11 to 70%. Whoa. 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 70 from 11.
Yeah, when overpowering. So if you overpower gushing wounds.
That is like 600% increased damage.
Yeah, because if you read on it, you can hover over it, or at least on mine, I can hover over it. Overpower a bleeding enemy creates an explosion that inflicts 2% bleeding damage over 5 seconds. So 70%, that's like up maybe like 12%.
That's kind of nutty.
So it's still a big increase overall. But yeah.
Unconstrained,
Unconstrained, which is the one I'm using currently. Will do for berserking.
Berserking damage bonus increased from 25 to 38%. Updated the tooltip to more clearly reflect this key passive value.
Yeah, so they finally, like I said, they finally fixed the tooltip if it shows when the patch comes out.
So Kenny was all aggravated because that didn't say what it updates, like what this does.
Yeah.
And I was like, now that I've read it in context, I totally get why they didn't like explain that here.
Mm-hmm.
Walking Arsenal. Bonus damage duration increased from 6 to 8 seconds. Ooh boy, legendary time. Aspect of Astral Focus. Damage increases from 32 to 50% to 40 to 58%. So an 8% buff. Death Wish Aspect increases from 0.5 to 0.7 to 0.65 to 0.85. What a 15 point? Yeah, 15 or 0.15 increase to your Thorns damage. Aspect of Unrelenting Force. Core skill cost refund increase by from 10 to 20% to 30 or 20 to 30%. Additional functionality. Cost refund also granted when hitting bosses. That's gotta be helpful. Aspect of Astral Charge. Damage increase from 50 to 100% to 75 to 125%. So a 25% buff.
Mm-hmm.
Aspect of Burning Rage increases from 0.22 to 0.22 to 0.28 to 0.3 to 0.33. Why are some of these in point and other ones converted to a percentage? Because it'd be way easier for me to say damage increase from 22% dash 28% to 30% to 38%, which is what this in essence does. Gives you an 8% bonus on the bottom and a 10% on the top, which is kind of cool. But it keeps doing that throughout the entirety of these tooltips or these patch notes. It's kind of weird. I wonder if there's an actual difference. I'll have to look at the other data mined information. Aspect of Bocathos, damage reduction while earthquake increased from 5 to 15% to 15 to 25%. So I guess they decided that it definitely needed to be doubled.
Yeah, because earthquake was too weak.
Yeah, right. Earthquake aspect, damage bonus in earthquake increased from 5 to 15% to 15 to 25%. Another one that got increased because Earth Druid or Earth Barbarian smash.
They said, I think before, or someone said before, that they're trying to restore the Leapquake Barbarian.
Yeah, I liked the Leapquake Barbarian. It was my favorite in Diablo 3.
Yeah. So that's what they're trying to do, kind of.
It'd be nice if I could do the Leap Quake with the double swing, because that was my build in Diablo 1 was Leap double swing. Loved that build. And then I was always jealous of the Spindlewind Barbarians. Uniques, Field of Crimson. Damage increase from 18 to 34 to 22 to, or 0.22 to 0.38. That damage enemy takes standing in pool increase from 15 to 20%. Rupture cooldown reduce affix, replace with bonus critical strike damage. Nice. Hell Hammer. Damage increase from 0.6 to 0.8 to 0.85 to 1.1. Burning duration increased from 3 to 4 seconds. Damage to crowd-controlled enemies, affix replaced with bonus critical strike damage. Ramalamides? Magnum Opus. Hope I'm saying that right. Please correct me if I'm saying it wrong and bash me. Bash me in the chat. Do it. Dare you.
Ramalades Magnum.
Opus.
Yeah.
Physical damage affix replaced by vulnerable damage. Ooh. 100,000 steps. I'm assuming these are boots. I hope these are boots. Attack cooldown.
The boots I got 4 times this time this season.
Attack reduce evade cooldown affix replaced with bonus evade charge because everyone likes that better. Damage against stunned affix replaced with bonus movement speed because movement speed. Quick boost. Let's go. Battle trance. Basic skill damage affix replaced with cooldown reduction. Bonus attack speed to other skill increased from 10 to 20% to 35 to 40%, which is that's a nice increase. I think barbarians are getting nice increases. I think they're going to see other increases though. It's funny though. I got to say, looking back at this, because we're 2 months in now, basically.
Yeah.
And in the beta, people were like, barbarians were too weak. And the people that were in the closed betas were like, no, barbarians are one of the strongest classes in the game because they have all this extra access to stuff. And here we are, and barbarians are receiving buffs because they're not that great. All right. We do rogue next?
Apparently.
That's next on the list. Skills. Fundamental invigorating strike. Energy threshold increased from 50 to 75%. I feel like that's a nerf. I have to remember.
Every third cat, yeah.
Huh. That's okay. They could stand a nerf. Every third cast, primary forceful arrow.
Mhm.
Every third cast pierces enemies. Enhanced call traps. Damage bonus increase from 3% to 5%. Poison trap. Damage increase from 344% to 396%. Why not 400%?
I know, just make it even.
Yeah, like that number bothers me. It could just be even. And is that 4% so broken that you can't just like nerf the rogue somewhere else? Ugh. Developers, I'll never know. I'll never know why we do the things we do. Supreme Rain of Arrows. I know for sure. It's got to be the testing on the back end. They were just rolling it down, and eventually they got it down to like just the right spot where it feels right and is in line with the other abilities. Because they said it was supposed to be in line with other abilities. Anyway, Supreme Rain of Arrows. Rain of Arrows, first wave knocks down enemies for 3 seconds. As opposed to the second wave, which is they talked about being awkward. Passives. Victimized lucky hit chance increased from 35 to 45%. Rugged. Damage reduction against damage over time effects increased from 612 18% to 918 27. Okay. Siphoning Strike. Lucky hit chance increased from 75% to 85%. Ooh, boy. Legendaries. Aspect of Elusive Menace. No longer requires hit to be from close enemies. Or hits to be from close enemies. Okay. Aspect of Quickening Fog. Automatically drops Smoke Grenade at the end of dash. Smoke Grenade reduces dash cooldown by 0.6 to 0.7 or 0.4 to 0.6 seconds per target, up to 2 to 3 seconds. The decimals, they just break my brain with not having a zero in front of them. I don't know why. Uniques. Wind Force. All stat affixes replaced with vulnerable damage. Okay. Word of Hawken. Ultimate damage affix replaced with cooldown reduction. Next, we got the Druid. The Druid. How is the Rogue even sitting here? I don't get this. This isn't even in alphabetical order.
No, it's supposed to be.
What is it supposed to be in? Is this the order they're standing in the selection screen?
Kind of a class order.
Okay, anyway. Druid. Skill. Earth Spike. Spirit generation increased from 11 to 13. Claw. Spirit generation increased from 11 to 12. Storm Strike. Spirit increase from 14 to 15. Wind Shear. Spirit increase from 13 to 14. And Maul. Spirit increase from 15 to 17. Okay.
Here comes your summons.
All them got increase spirit generation. Wolves passive increase or damage increase from 7.6% to 11%. Oh yeah, 7.8. Why did I say 6? Active damage increase from 110% to 135%. That's nice. Enhanced wolf pack damage. Bonus damage increase from 20% to 25%. Brutal wolf pack. Attack speed bonus increase from 20 to 25%. Ferocious Wolf Pack. Fortify amount increased from 5 to 8%. Ravens. Passive damage increased from 13 to 20%. Brutal Ravens. Additional functionality. Passive increased by 40%. That is nice. So my Brutal Ravens will do some nice damage. Rabies. Damage over time increased from 76 to 110%. So this is good news for both me and Tracy.
Sir.
Paragon, Lightning Resilience Rare Node. Maximum life bonus increased from 4 to 6%. Legendaries. Aspect of Mephistophelies.
Metamorphic.
Stone. Metamorphic Stone. Spirit cost reduced from 60 to 50. Damage dealt increased from 80% to 100% to 100 and 220%. Aspect of Alpha. Damage increased from 75% to 100% to 90 to 115%. Mangled Aspect. Resource gained increase from 1 to 3. Class Mechanics Overload. Lucky hit chance increase from 20% to 40%. Interesting.
All right, now the next big class.
Now we got the Sorcerer, which is oof. Oh, long.
Supposedly. We'll see.
Nah, I just scrolled through it. It's pretty long. Let's see here. We got skills. Flickering Firebolt. Firebolt generates 2 mana when hitting an enemy. Now, me and Kenny talked about this earlier. And he was like, oh, it's not that great. And I was like, it serves its purpose. And then he pointed out that the fireball pierces when the enemy's burning, if you have it spec'd properly. And I was like, okay, do you see how broken that is now? You know what I mean? Because it's now stating that it
generates 2 mana when hitting enemy.
So then it hits the first enemy, pierces, hits the second enemy, and you're getting 4 mana on your second hit, and so on and so forth. If it continues to pierce, does it continue to pierce?
Well, like I said, we'll see on the changes if that overrides the other change or is an additive with the other change. So we'll see.
Right, because if you can pierce 2 targets and now you're hitting 3 targets and getting 6 mana back, like, mana. Anyway, next, Enhanced Fireball. Casting Fireball increases the radius by 5%. Destructive Fireball. Fireball's critical strike damage is increased by 20%. This bonus is increased to 30% if Fireball hits at least 3 enemies. On to the Lightning. Lightning. Greater Chain Lightning. Each time Chain Lightning bounces, it deals 5% increased damage for its duration. Destructive Chain Lightning. Chance to form crackling energy from increased from 25 to 30%. So what do you think this is going to do? Like the destructive is going to make it so you get more lightning on the like flying around everywhere because that's what JJ's playing right now.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
oh boy, there's lightning everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh yeah. It's going to definitely change the build.
It's a pretty good increase too. That 10% there. And then the greater chain lightning is going to help Kenny's build out because I know his build's all about like. I think this is a crit stun.
Yeah.
Anyway, passive. Beer's Mastery. Bonus damage increase from 10 to 15%. Elusive Focus, additional functionality. Both bonuses are granted for 3 seconds when hitting a boss with a critical strike. Combustion. Your burning effects deal times 20% increased damage, plus an additional times 2% increased damage per unique source of burning you have applied to the enemy. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, burst. Oh, yep.
All right, Paragon. Fearing Heat legendary node. Casting Fireball or Meteor increases your critical strike chance by 5% for 5 seconds, up to 15%. So does it stack? Oh no, that's probably the you have enough points bonus. Ceaseless Conduit. Legendary node. Increase crackling energy's damage from 2 to 3 per 20 intellect. The player has reinforced rare glyph. I don't know what that means.
What, the ceaseless conduit?
Yeah, where it says the player has reinforced rare glyph. Like what is that referring to?
That one is, well, that is a rare glyph on the source and grants 25% bonus to all rare nodes within range. And the second bonus is you gain 10% damage reduction when you have an active barrier.
Okay, well, they changed that. Probably reinforced rare glyph means you've got the second bonus.
Yeah, that's the second one.
Territorial rare glyph. Damage reduction increased from 10 to 15%. Warding rare glyph. Damage reduction increased from 13 to 25%. Flame of the Keeper rare node. Damage reduction increased from 4 to 5%. Bonus damage reduction increased from 4 to 5%. Moldering Embers rare node. Damage reduction from burning enemies increases from 4 to 5%. Damage bonus reduction from burning enemies increases from 4 to 5%. Oh man. Guarded rare node. Damage reduction from vulnerable enemies increase from 4 to 5%. Bonus damage reduction from vulnerable enemies increase from 4 to 5%. Oppressed rare node. Damage reduction from vulnerable enemies increased from 4 to 5%. Lightning resilience rare node. Maximum life bonus increase from, drumroll, 4 to 6%. On to the legendaries. Serpentine aspect. You may have one additional Hydra active, and Hydra duration is increased by 14%, or 14 to 24%. This now also has Hydra enhancement effect. What's Hydra enhancement effect, Devil?
That's the thing. When you spend 300 mana, you gain a 5-headed Hydra.
Wow. So it allows you to summon an additional 5-headed Hydra. And it does more damage. That's cool.
Yeah, so you get 2 5-headed Hydras.
Aspect of conflagration. Bonus burning damage increase from 20 to 30% to 20 to 40%. I guess they didn't want it to be too much better.
Yeah, because down on a two-hander, that'll probably be 80%.
Got it. Aspect of engulfing flames. Bonus burning damage increase from 30 to 42, 60 to 80%. Aspect of 3 curses. Increase critical strike damage of meteor fireball by 20 to 40%. Double this bonus against healthy enemies. Reply to that text message. Alrighty, where were we at? Flamewalker's aspect. Bonus movement speed duration increased from 4 to 6 seconds. Gravitational aspect. Ball lightning orbits around you and deals 15 to 25% increased damage. Aspect of unbroken tether. Additional chain lightning bounces increase from 2 to 4. Very nice. Recharging aspect. Each time chain lightning bonuses or bounces, you gain 1.5 to 3 mana. Charged aspect. Bonus movement speed duration increase from 4 to 8 seconds. Aspect of bounding conduit. Bonus movement speed increase from 20 to 25 to 30 or 25 to 30%. My bad. New legendary. Mage Lord's aspect. Increase Avera's mastery key passive damage reduction by 6 to 9% for each close enemy, up to 18 to 27%. That's like 3 times strong. If you have it's okay, so 3 enemies is where it maxes out.
Yeah, so if it increases the melee effect, so melee builds are more effective.
Right. Aspect of frozen orbit. Damage increase from 20 to 30% to 30 to 40%. Stormswell aspect. Bonus damage increase from 11 to 20 to 21 to 30%. Snow Veiled aspect. Unstoppable duration increased from 2 to 3 seconds to 3 to 5 seconds. Additional functionality bonus. Grants an additional 10% bonus armor for 3 to 5 seconds. Squishy mage. Incendiary aspect. Lucky hit. Damage from your pyromancy skills has a 12 to 17% chance to restore 10 mana. Snow Guard's aspect. Well, within your own blizzard, and for 3 seconds after leaving it, you take 20 to 25% less damage. Aspect of concentration. Mana regeneration increase from 20 to 30 to 40 to 50%. Duration requirement to gain its benefit is reduced from 3 to 2 seconds. Unique. Gloves of the Illuminator. Damage penalty reduced from 65 to 55 to 45 to 35%. Really weird reading those backwards.
Yeah, I mean,
that again is
reading it with 2 and 2 and not say 65, 55, 2, 45, 35.
Yeah. But that is a damage reduction penalty, so that's nice.
You're not saying it's like saying it's 65 through 55 to 45 through 35.
I should say 65 through 55%.
Yeah.
Too. That'll probably make it clear moving forward. Damage to stunned affix is replaced with lucky hit. changed to restore resource. Illuminator, first bonus occurs much closer to player. That's nifty. Moving on to the Necromancer. I think the Sorcerer's buffs are real nice. Like fire's going to have mana, and there's going to be more lightning for lightning, and they're going to have more mana.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Necromancer. Enhanced Bone Spirit. Cooldown reduction increased from 6 to 7 seconds. That's nice. I like using that ability more. Paragon. Wither Legendary Board. Willpower requirements for bonuses reduced from 50 to 40. Bonus damage per 40 willpower increased from 2.5 to 4%. Boom, onto the legendaries. Aspect of Empowering Reaper. Damaged enemies with Sever have 10 what was I going to use? What word was that? 10 through. That's right. 10 through 20% chance to spawn pools of blight. Under the target, deal 20 through 60% bonus damage. This effect can only happen every 3 seconds. Aspect of Exposed Flesh. Lucky hit. 10% chance to generate 30 through 50 essence. Nah, that one's better as 3250 essence when hitting an enemy, a vulnerable enemy. Aspect of Decay, increase or damage increase from 20 through 40% to 20 through 45%. Aspect of Torment, essence regeneration increased from 20 to 30% to 90 through 170%. Why was that so difficult? Cloaking aspect. Legendary category change from resource to utility. Chance Golem, or for Golem to reduce its cooldown increase from 1 to 4% to 2 through 5%. Chance for the Golem to spawn a corpse increased from 0.5% through 2% to 1 to 2.5%. Unique. Greaves of the Empty Tomb. Intelligence affix replaced with bonus movement speed because movement speed. Put all my stats in movement speed. Minion. Following attacks now reduce damage to Druid companions and Necromancer minions. Belrog Fire elite affixes fire enhanced electrified obelisks and shockwaves. Pretty good. Gameplay update. Monster density. We're increasing the monster density and Nightmare Dungeons and Hell Tides. Bosses above level 60 will now have more health. Examples. Bosses at level 60 and below will remain unchanged. Bosses at level 80 have 50% increased health. Bosses at level 100 have 100% increased health. Bosses at level 120 have 120% increased health. Bosses at level 120 or 150 will have 150% increased health. So, what have we learned? Every level gives them a 1% increase to their health.
After level 100.
After level 60. No? Yeah, after 100. He goes up by 1%.
It'll go by increments of 1% after 100, but
before that, it's kind of wonky.
Increases after 60.
Bosses and events. Developer note. We are making an adjustment to the health values of high-level boss monsters. Level 35 and higher boss monsters will now have a 100% chance to drop a legendary item. Treasure goblins have an increased legendary drop chance from level 6 through 14 and guaranteed starting at level 15. Legion events are now more rewarding and guarantee legendary items starting at level 35. General, we have made multiple improvements on how damage and other effects interact with barriers. Bonus damage or bonus effects that are applied on hit or when dealing damage will now apply at the same effect through the barrier. Example, Exploiter Paragon Glyph will now apply vulnerable to enemies that have an active barrier. Cheat death effects will now work properly when the player has an active barrier. This also affects PvP play. Vashar will now break through any bone wall segments he dashes through. The cost for refunding skill and Paragon points has been reduced. The reduction starts small at lower levels and hits a maximum of 40% at 100. Example level brackets are 50 12%, 60 18%, 70 24%, 80 30%. We've increased the stack limit for elixirs from 20 to 99. An additional stash tab can now be purchased at the stash with gold. We have restored the cast time to leave dungeons to 3 seconds. Developer note. Leave dungeon ability was being used as another method to easily escape from danger in dungeons, particularly for hardcore players. However, we have recognized that this is an oversight outweighed by the downside of the game feeling less responsive. We've heard your feedback and are reversing the change. I knew it had to do with the hardcore players. The following Nightmare Dungeon affixes have been removed. Resource Burn, Backstab, Empowered Elites, Cold Enhanced. Malignant Hearts, Caged Hearts of Spellbreaking, changed to, upon taking elemental damage, gain 10 to 20% damage reduction for 5 seconds. It was previously just one elemental type, the one that you took. A generic unique item. Temerity. All stats have been replaced with max life. Barrier is now based on maximum life. Now properly accounts for or by conditions checking for player having a barrier. Bug fixes, blah, blah, blah. Dungeon bug fixes. Gameplay. More bug fixes. Fixed quests. Season of the Malignant.
Good.
Shop UI. Miscellaneous.
Carry all my enemies through. So at least they fix that.
Alrighty. Well, I guess that's the end of this stream.
Yeah, that was a full hour as well. Exactly an
The
hour.
patch notes. We did a whole hour on these patch notes. Damn.
I mean, it's now 6 o'clock.
Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to me read through it instead of having to read it yourself, since it took an hour to read through it, and all I did was read.
That's crazy.
Like, we didn't even talk about this anywhere near as much as we did when we were talking about the WoW talent trees, because like it's just kind of like this is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, they don't, and in Diablo, they're not as specific because it's pretty basic. Yeah,
It's all pretty basic. There are a couple ones like the fireball.
Yeah, you don't have percentiles like you do in WoW.
Yeah, there are a couple of them like the fireball where it's
like attack power increased by 38.508%. Blah 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 blah.
Well, I was gonna say there's a couple of changes like the fireball where like it's important to note like what that could possibly mean with the way that fireball interacts mechanically. But most of it's just like, yeah, that's increased. That does more damage. Like they didn't do a whole lot of mechanical changes that would like, yeah, you're gonna do more damage, but it's not really gonna change the gameplay in a meaningful way, which is good. I don't feel like they should be changing gameplay in interesting and meaningful ways yet. That should come next year. Anyway, that's DapJack signing out.
So it looks like they did one also VRAM fix.
Oh yeah, the VRAM fix. That's important. Anyway,
Yeah,